Hey guys, Gaming NB here. I'm here bringing you guys some nice Madden gameplay with the team I showcased the other day. Let's hop right into it. So as you can see, he has the 93 Antonio Brown upgrade to a 95 with chemistry. Besides that, he didn't really have too many great players. My team's clearly better just by the showcase players. We'll get right into the kickoff here. And he decides to just fair catch it, get it out to 25. Here we come out in just a simple cover 2. He decided to run a play to the outside. Should have been a loss of yards, but he splits both my defenders for a gain of 2. Here we audible into a cover 2. And he runs the play action. And luckily, it was, I'm not sure what that was. I don't know if that was Phillip Rivers' fault, if the receiver just didn't get into position, or what. There, I just overran the route a little on my user. Bad mistake by me. Here, it should have been another loss of yards, but just my team would not tackle him. Here on the pitch to the right side. Gets a nice gain for the first down. And now at this point I'm realizing that this guy loves to run, so coming out in some zone blitz is to get some pressure. There we have great coverage by Cam Chancellor. Come on, another cover 2. He runs it right up the middle. Stop him. Only gains a couple of yards. Here, 3rd and 6, hoping for the big stop. And we don't get it. He's wide open. And 1st and 10 here. He's already in field goal range, so I'm hoping we could come up with a big stop. So at least hold him to 3 points here. And he runs it again, and we get a nice stop. He only gains 3 yards. And this guy, all game, he was kind of making me angry. He would take forever to pick his plays and everything. Here, he decides to pass it. And luckily he dropped it. Got the nice hit to force the drop. 3rd and 7. He runs the what's it called? Oh, screen. He runs a screen pass. I see it coming. I just overrun the route. Luckily stumbled. 4th and 2 here. He decides to go for it. Runs the pitch to the outside, and we get the stop about a couple inches short, which I was so happy about. Here we come out. We're going to screen pass it, but he looked like he was going to stop it, bringing over that user like he saw it coming. So I audibled out. And he brings him back to the middle and then switches to his D-line, which I didn't really understand. So just roll out of the pocket, hit our nice tight end, Jimmy Graham, right there on the route over the middle. Here we come out in a power. Oh, I love the power runs. They're so overpowered. You can get nice runs with it, as right there we get a nice gain of 8. Here we come out in a power again, but to the left side. And we pick up the 1st down and extra yardage. Get a great run right there for the touchdown. Get a nice breakaway run right there for the nice points. Here we run the fake field goal. I do like to, they tend to work a lot. But right there, Gano just made an awful throw. Overthrew him a bit too much, so we're only up 6. I'm not too good at kicking field goals, so I do like to go for 2 a lot. And then here, he kick it short. He returns it to about the 33-yard line. Here we come out and cover 2 again. He looks like he's running it to the outside, but he just passes it. We got nice coverage downfield. And then I accidentally used your Eric Berry. He probably would have been there for the pick if I didn't make him overrun the route. Here we come out in a blitz because it looks like he's running to the right side again. But he audibles there. And he decides to pass again, but I bring in the middle linebacker. Luckily, he tries to squeeze it in, and it doesn't work. He had 3 people on him. He dropped it. 3rd and 10. Hoping for another stop here. And we have great coverage everywhere. He throws it to the outside and drops it. 4th and 10 here. And he does decide to punt. Brown. We bring it back to about 25-yard line. Here we got the touchdown. Now we got the stop. 3 minutes left in the second half. I receive starting the second half. We come out in another power run. See if we can get another breakaway. Get some nice blocking for gain of about 6. Come on, power again. I love my run game. I depend on it so much. I used to pass a ton, and then I found out about the power runs, and now I just run. Bring it down to the 2-minute warning. Come on, another run formation. Johnson gets to the outside again. Get a nice run there, but he fumbled. Luckily, we recovered it. He laid a huge hit on me, but so happy we recovered it. If we didn't, I would have been pretty disappointed. He ends up shredding the block there, so I only gain 1 yard. 2nd and 9, minute 28 left. We run the play action. No one... He had the 2 deep routes covered. He didn't bite on the play action, so we just roll out with Kirk Cousins and gain about 5 yards. 3rd and 4 here. I run the play action. Eric Ebron's wide open. Just get it to him for the first plus extra. Come out and a run again. 57 seconds left. On the draw. He reads it, stops it. 2nd and 11 here. We did lose a yard on that last play. 34 seconds left. I'm trying to waste as much time so he has as little time to get the ball back as possible. We had Hopkins right there, wide open. Again, trying to waste some more clock. Hoping to get a touchdown here, not having to settle for 3. Johnson right there. We end up calling timeout on the 1 yard line, 9 seconds left. Come out. I love this play on the goal line from like the 1 to 5 yard line. This play works 90% of the time. Get in the end zone right there. And here, I just come out in a normal play to try and get my 2 points back. And right there, Brown absolutely shreds his defender, and he's wide open for the conversion. 6 seconds left. We just swib it so he can't return it. He chews about 2 seconds off the clock. Now we just come out in a prevent defense. He runs a screenplay. A lot of people like to run screens to try and end the half or the game if they're down, which doesn't really make any sense to me. It never works. You're better off just trying to throw it deep and hope something happens. Here we go. He kicks it off again. Return it with Johnson. We only return it to about the 24. We were better off kneeing it to get that extra yard. Come out in a screen pass formation. We're out in a screen pass formation. We run it. He doesn't read it. We get a nice gain on it. Great blocking. Got some pancakes in there. There's Johnson fighting for the first down. We're 6 for 6 for 81 yards. Kirk Cousins having a great game so far. Here we come out in the shovel option. I believe we try and run this a couple times here, and he just keeps throwing blitzes at me, stacking the line, so we have to audible out of it because they usually don't work if they stack the line. And no one gets open. I was about to throw it to Johnson right there, but he does bring the heat and gets the sack. 2nd and 22. Come on, 4 verticals. Max protect it because Brown does have the speed on the outside, and he didn't quite burn him, so we try and hit Williams, and he ends up dropping it. It's 3rd and 22. We come out in shovel option hoping to get the first, and he ends up stopping us. 4th and 17. I'm up 14. I end up deciding to just punt the ball. And he returns it to the 33. And here we're up 14-0, just trying to get a stop. And we get him on the play action right there. And so I just bring Shazier in for the blitz, and we get a roughing the passer call, which confused me. I was very confused on that because the quarterback still had the ball in his hands. He gets a nice little run right there. 2nd and 2. And here's where you just start. I'll show you guys my play calling and how I pick all my plays and stuff. If you would rather see the gameplay where I just cut it up and show all the plays, let me know in the comment section. If you would rather have it like this where I show how I pick all my plays and stuff, then make sure to leave a comment and let me know that too. And we get the nice D right there. Come out. And he decides to run again. We do. Luckily we stopped him there. 3rd and 7. They just come out in a cover 3, figuring he's going to throw it. Usually the lineman hoping to get a block shed, and we do for the big sack. Get him out of field goal range. Well, potential field goal range. Comes out in pump formation again, but I do run a safe man in case he decides to fake it. But he does decide to punt, which I didn't really understand, being down 14-0 and only 9 seconds left. He comes out, well, I come out in power run formation again. Trying to pound the rock, waste some clock. and we get another big run to the outside, and he misses the tackle there, and we bring it all the way. And we do come out in the fake field goal again, and that time Gano hits him with the dot, and we get the 2-point conversion. Kick it off right here. And he returns it, brings it out to the 21. And he comes out. Comes out in a pass formation. Looks like runs an audible right there. And I don't know what Shazier was doing. I should have user done, but I figured he'd play some nice coverage and I'd try and use the lineman again. There he comes out. Play action. And he just throws it right over my defender's head for the dot. It's about the best pass Phillip Rivers threw the whole game. Didn't really do much besides that. There he runs it. Decides to come out in the counter. Luckily he ran into my defender and his blocker. 2nd and 1. Should have had the first and more, but luckily he ran straight into me. Here we're just coming out in simple coverage, hoping he runs it, waste more clock. We're up 22-0. At this point I think we got the win in the bag. Decides to pass it. We have beautiful coverage. My lineman gets a block shed and gets the sack. And right there, awful coverage. He hits the guy right on the streak in the 4 verticals. Gains the first. Come on, some more coverage right here. Got everything locked up. Had the nice D right there. Stop him from catching it for what probably would have been a first or a touchdown if we didn't bring him down. Here he decides to scramble out of the pocket. Runs. Only gains 2 yards. Calls a hurry up. 3rd and 8. Trying to get another stop here. Because I assume he'd go for it on 4th down. And we get the big sack. Now 4th and 17. He does decide to just kick a field goal, which makes absolutely 0 sense to me. But
I haven't been playing too much Call of Duty
lately,
but if you guys
this guy could have just been trying to get the game over, not even trying to make a comeback attempt.
If you do want to see it, let me know if you want Infinite Warfare or COD 4.
Decides to kick off. We receive it, decide to bring it out. Only reached the 20-yard line, so we're just taking a knee. Come out in some more power run. Johnson gets the block shed or breaks the tackle to save about 3 yards. Still lost 3, but it probably would have been 2nd and like 16 if he didn't break that.
You know what? I want to send Brown over.
Here, come out in a pass just because it's 2nd and 13. And he called a timeout after the first play, so Beautiful catch by Hopkins right there. Oh no, was that Brown? Oh yeah, that was Brown. Beautiful catch by Brown.
Rushing and only 8 passing.
Usually Brown's on the left side, so thought that was Hopkins. Here, second 11. He's just letting the clock run, so
Start on the true clock just to
realize that. So we call some true clock on the next play. Here we just run it.
make that tackle.
Just takes me down after a nice gain. As you see, freaking Johnson's having a phenomenal day. 3rd and 9 here. Third and 9. Wide open on the nice little out route. We bring it back for the touchdown. And at this point, we're up 28-3. We decide to run the fake field goal again. And we get it. So now we're up 30-3. 38 seconds left.
And looks like we're going to be starting this season out 2-0.
And he returns it. We take him down at 24-yard line. 33 seconds left. I just come out in some simple coverage.
And she's just going to take a knee.
Here he takes a knee. Decided to be a douchebag and call a timeout.
I'm going to be a douchebag and call a timeout. Just to mess with him.
And he's taking forever to pick his play here. And he comes out, does decide to pass it, throws it up. Cam Chancellor has the great coverage again. For only an 87 overall and how cheap that Cam Chancellor is, he's a phenomenal card. He actually plays amazing for his overall and how cheap he is.
I've never used him, but
I only picked him up for the pick specialist cam, but he's made some great plays this game. Here he just runs a wide receiver screen, runs out of bounds, stops the clock again. At this point, I'm just wanting the game to get over. Shouldn't have called that timeout when I did. Here it's 4th and 3. He runs a pitch. We end up. We should have stopped him, but he gets the fight yards for the first down.
got the first.
And gets out of bounds. 11 seconds left. And at this point, this guy's just wanting to get the game over.
I am up 13-30.
I would assume he just wants to get the game over, but he does come out in a screenplay. Should have had another first plus yards, but decides to run into his own blocker again. And that's when the game ends. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe